been hoping to do something related to missing and murdered Indigenous women, girls, and two-spirited people for a while. And there had been other initiatives we had talked about, but obviously the COVID pandemic has limited the ways that we can engage in our community. So we were hoping that through the PIN initiative, it's a way for us to connect to the community in a socially distanced way and still start conversations about this epidemic.
They are a small Ontario coalition trying to make a big difference, supporting the Red Dress Project to bring awareness to missing and murdered Indigenous women and girls in Canada.
We're all women, and we realize that 16% of female homicide victims across Canada are Indigenous women. But Indigenous people in Canada only make up 4.9% of the population. And so we wanted to bring this part of the strategy so that people will recognize this is an epidemic and it's not changing. And the more we talk about it, the more chance we have of changing that scenario.
They have created leather red dress pins and note cards designed by Indigenous artist Diane Brown Green. The proceeds will go to organizations supporting Indigenous women across the country.
Is intended to be a signal to people to recognize this is something that we can have an effect on by talking about it. And the artist who has given images to use has asked us to maintain 10% so that we can have an effect and do another program in the future.
Some statistics show there have been over 1,100 missing or murdered Indigenous women and girls in just the last 30 years. The coalition hopes that they can draw awareness to that epidemic across the country.
I think it's just the same as everyone else. We just want to get new sets of ears to hear the stories and to have it resonate with them. Stories that tend to get buried in stories maybe we don't want to hear, but we're Canadians. We need to hear it and we need to include it and we need to do something about it finally.
To help by buying a pin or note cards, you can go to our website, citynews.ca/extras.